Greetings, I'm Lyle Rapacki from Prescott, Arizona with Prescott E-News. This is Arizona Today. I want to give you an update as to what's taking place in Arizona, Maricopa County. I just spent the last couple of days at the state capitol and with the head of the forensic team. We'll talk about that not more today, but we will talk about it. I am giving you answers. We deserve answers, we the people, and you, and everyone who's written. I'm a little frustrated a little bit, guys. I know you are greatly frustrated because there's some things I can't answer just yet. But that's about to change because we believe the forensic evaluation will begin this coming Wednesday. What I can tell you is that there's been a tremendous pushback. There's been tremendous arguments and tremendous pressure not to go ahead and conduct this forensic evaluation. And now the Arizona State Senate has continued to man its course to continue to move ahead. But from the meetings I've been involved with, the forensic evaluation should begin this coming Wednesday. It will take 60 hours minimally, more like 72, before the forensic evaluation will be at a point where some reports can come forward. It's going to take about 10 days, folks. So once it begins, Wednesday or Thursday, it goes 10 days, 8 hours a day. And there are three parts to this. There will be a ballot evaluation, there will be a voting machine evaluation, and then the tabulating evaluation. The team that's going to be doing the forensic evaluation is a national security, cybersecurity specialist team. Colonel Phil Waldron will be coordinating and leading that team. I've been an advisor with him for the last 12 weeks with the Giuliani team, and we're going to continue that process at least for about 10 days until we're finished with the forensics. It's been a slow walk, hasn't it? It's been really difficult. The supervisors and others have fought this tooth and nail. They don't want this evaluation. They do not want a forensic evaluation, and other state legislatures are watching Arizona. It is my belief that the forensic evaluation that's about to occur in Arizona will have very significant repercussions. And those repercussions will be like a domino theory, where the domino begins to fall and it hits other dominoes and they all begin to fall. There are 16 states that have probable cause. So the Arizona Senate is moving ahead. President Fan, Senator Borelli, who's been on this show a couple of times, and I'll have him back. They have been leading this charge, but there are other senators in Arizona, state senators, who have come on board and said, let's get this done. Let's take a look at this, and if there's nothing there, okay. But if there is something there, then we want to get to the bottom of this once and for all. No more delays, no more explanations. We want to fix it. And more than fix it, we want to hold people accountable that should be held accountable. So folks, hang in there. Thank you very much for your patience. It is moving ahead. I know sometimes like a herd of turtles, but it is moving ahead. There's been tremendous political pushback. There's been tremendous angst on a lot of people's parts, and there's been a lot of misinformation. All of that has contributed to making this process pretty painful at times. But we're at a point where it does appear that the forensic evaluation in Maricopa County will begin Wednesday, maybe Thursday of this coming week. Now, Pima County and Coconino County in Arizona also have serious problems, but we chose Maricopa County because it's the largest voting county and populous county in Arizona. 15 other states, like I mentioned, also have serious problems. We have been in touch with legislators in those other states. We also now know that citizens, kind of like what I've got here, citizens are now contacting their legislators in those other states. So continue to do so. This truly is a movement of we the people saying we want some answers and we want our integrity maintained or reestablished. And I'm going to tell you folks, it's not maintained. It's going to have to be reestablished. It's that bad. So stay tuned and we will keep you updated on that.
If you watch in Arizona where Maricopa County Board of Supervisors was sued by the Senate and actually was told, okay, hey, we'll do an audit. Here's what they're really saying. We'll agree to an audit as long as you use exactly my people that they say they want to use. and we'll tell you what machines you can look at, and we will tell you what ballots you could look at, or we'll tell you what software you could look at, but only thing you can confirm is that the machine is working and will transfer a ballot. All of this supposed audit is designed for smoke and mirrors. Let me give you an example. Imagine in Georgia, they're going to say, hey, we're going to do a signature audit. You probably heard that, and they came up with 2 signatures. It was actually made by one person because she was signing her husband's name. Here's what they don't tell you. Imagine these ballots in footlockers, in boxes. Now, on the outside of the boxes, there's a code number on it. And so they go, okay, we're going to do a transparent audit. And all these boxes are kind of stacked. And they go, we'll just randomly pull some boxes and we'll let you look at it and do the audit. Well, the people pulling the boxes know exactly what that code means. And they know if they pull the box with the positive number on it versus the negative number on it, right? They just pull those boxes because those are the districts where they're not cheating, and they know they run a tight election because they can't get in. So they pull those boxes out and go, hey, it's random, take a look at this, and you don't find anything. All of it, from beginning to end, is designed to usurp the vote. And here's another example I give people, and all these states are doing it, all the ones that are in these states where there's troubles. You know, you think you go in and you mail in a ballot, they scan it in, you vote it. Or you walk in, you fill out the ballot, and then you walk over to the scanning machine, you watch them put it in, you vote it. They don't tell you that's not your vote. They tell you that's just this, you know, if you knew the truth, that's just the scanner. It's not voted until they decide to transfer it to the tally machine. You don't know if there were any errors that you don't get to correct. They get to decide what your intent is. How can voting be secure when they make you come in, won't let you take a picture of your vote, but there's 8 steps in between where other people can usurp your vote? I don't call that transparency. I call that a system set up for the success of robbing votes. We could just look at the ballots, because the way I look at it is our country was founded on an incredible piece of paper. That's our Declaration of Independence. But I'll be damned if I want to see this nation fail because of a simple piece of paper we call the ballot.
Why would you hide all of these ballots from people who have the scientific ability to take a look at them and see if they were valid, if they're valid?
When I was able to show the public how easy it is to determine if a human hand voted that ballot, or how easy it is to determine if that ballot was even mailed, and if it wasn't mailed, then why are you calling it a mail-in ballot? It should just be set aside. And I think that basically scared the daylights out of them. And so they're actually working on a 2-prong approach. They're throwing up every challenge they can throw up. Now, these ballots must be kept and available for audit up to 22 months after the election. And so these politicians are hoping nobody really presses that, and they're using smoke and mirrors to try to keep people away. And the bottom line is, because they know there are problems. Now, for all of these problems, they have quote-unquote engineered solutions to make you look the other way, kind of like, hey, made you look, and it's all designed to make you look exactly in the places where the corruption isn't. And then they're going to the other side and making people throw up by saying, we will discount you, we will run you out of town, we will haunt you if you do this. And so they're trying to get enough punitive force in effect